All right, thank you, Tim. Now we continue our coverage of the 99th State Fair of West Virginia. Our Martin Staunton spent the day on the fairgrounds in Greenbrier County, and Martin faced down a personal fear, looked into the food competition, and informally polled people about their favorite carnival ride.
I'm coming to you from the heart of the Midway Carnival at the Reitenhofer shows here at the 99th edition of the State Fair of West Virginia. And I've got to tell you, we took the time to ask people what's their favorite ride. I'm standing in front of it. It's the intersection of excitement and adrenaline, and they call this ride the Beast. What's your favorite ride here at the carnival?
The Beast.
What's so special about the Beast?
Just fun.
How much adrenaline gets pumping when you're on that thing?
A lot.
The Beast.
You like the Beast?
Yes.
So what's so cool about the Beast? Sounds scary.
The adrenaline rush, especially when it goes up to the top and you're hanging upside down.
Doesn't it spin also?
Yes.
You're not afraid you'll fall out?
No.
You like the Wild Mouse?
Yeah,
How long would you wait in line to ride this?
2 hours.
2 hours? It's a long time. Is it fun?
My favorite ride, it's one back there. It's called the Flying Dutchman. It's that green one that has a big, and then it spins.
What is so special about that?
It's a really fun ride, and I just love it so much.
If we're gonna ride, what would it be?
Probably the tornado, something like that.
Oh, the Texas tornado?
Yeah.
What would be fun about that?
Fast ride.
What are you going to tell your friends when you go back to school about your riding experience here?
That they should ride the Inferno and come to the fair. And that the fair is super fun, and they should come.
There's more than fun with the rides to be found at the State Fair of West Virginia. There's the kind of fun that comes from funnel cakes and other fair food, but there is other food on display. It is a serious competition where cooks from across the state converge on the fairgrounds, and they're all going for a blue ribbon. Many people are familiar with the competition among livestock and farm exhibitors, but there's also fierce competition among those who take the end product of the farm-to-table process and vie to be named best of the best. The food exhibitors are housed in the West Virginia building on the fairgrounds. The building is where cooks' submissions are on display. There are all manner of delectable dishes, sweet treats, savory eats, and more. There are 17 different divisions in all, and people from every corner of the Mountain State are represented here. From food to the stables, where the strength of some of the most powerful livestock on display at the State Fair of West Virginia are being readied for their big show. Draft horses compete. It's a strength test.
Yeah, it's a strength test is what it is. Yep, who pulls the most and the farthest.
These are the absolute biggest horses I've seen close up in my whole life. Full disclosure, most people don't know I have a great fear of these animals. In fact, never have I ever even sat on a horse, much less ride one. Photojournalist Jessica Nuzzo urged me to face that fear and give it a try. It was hard to do since I know people can die riding horses, but to borrow a line from a song, it was time for me to cowboy up. I'm not dying. So I've been alive for more than half a century, and this is the first time in my whole life that my butt has been on the back of a horse. And to be honest, I was deathly afraid because people die in horse accidents. But this horse did not kill me, and I might actually ride again. And so with that, this concludes my State Fair of West Virginia coverage. Here for you in Fairleigh, I am Martin Staunton, WVVA News.
Oh my gosh, Martin, I'm half speechless at that. I cannot believe you got on the horse, and I'm happy you survived it. That was awesome. Proud of you there. Now, the State Fair does wrap up on Saturday, but don't go away. John Surratt is back with sports after this quick break.